All right, so let's try that again. Not quite sure what happened. That was really weird. I noticed that it was a severe delay on it, and it kept popping out and showing me trying to reconnect. It would not show me where I was actually connected, and so I figured if it's working wrong, try again till you get it right. So we pop back in and we're going to try it again and see if we can get it up and going the way that it should be at this point. And I do see the link now. I see where that is coming up now. So hopefully we're good to go this time. Yep, I see it on both of them now. So maybe we're live and actually syndicating this time, because for some reason I did not see anything on that last one. I didn't see any information inside here. So we're going to try this again. Welcome everybody. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I am the owner of That Crochet Chick. I'm the owner of Family First Designs, which is a branding graphic web design business that has been in operation since 2008. So we're working in our 8th year here. Just doing some really great things for those who are interested in revamping or even just bringing into creation their professional face. You know, taking what they currently have in their mind and being able to put it out in print, being able to put it out on the web, being able to just get going. So I'm going to keep my messenger up here because I'm getting messages now. And they're saying they can't see the live syndication. So hopefully by us coming in and trying again, maybe they'll be able to see it now. Try to rebroadcast. Let me know now. So I'm pinging a couple people back that are pinging me in Messenger and letting me know that they cannot see the live broadcast. And so hopefully they'll be able to pop in and see now. My messenger is kind of running through with people saying they can't see it. So that's the reason we shut down the first link, the first video that we started, and we pop back in again. And hopefully we'll be able to broadcast now. So let's try it and see. We'll see in just a moment, won't we? Because that was really weird. I thought it was odd that I could not see any of the activity happening here on the screen, and then I started getting new messages from people saying that they could not see it. So I'm glad. I'm telling you, technology is absolutely wonderful. Let's try it again now. She's still saying, oh, and he's saying, okay. Oh, that is so frustrating. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's just the activity of Facebook tonight. Hopefully people will be able to start coming in now. I'm not sure what happened initially, but I did start getting messages, and even now they're still saying no. So hopefully this will catch up, and I know there's a delay. There's about a 30-second, 45-second, but what I was noticing is that the feed that I was watching was way behind where I was. So hopefully we'll be able to get it up and going and running in just a moment. Hopefully so. But if not, there's always the replay. There's always the replay, and you may, have to catch some of this on the replay. And I hate that, because the whole point is having a live auction so that people can, interact and engage with you. So hopefully this will get straight momentarily. That is so frustrating. But I do see it. Wish you guys could see it. Hey, Tawana. Thank you for your message letting me know. I'm not sure what happened. When I first started it at 9, I was noticing that the feed was way behind. And I'm not sure why that was happening. Okay, and now she's letting me know that it is freezing. I'm telling you, you try to do a good thing and the devil just jumps all in your business. Wow. I'm on no different area than I was on last week. I'm not doing anything different than I was doing last week. So I'm not sure. Probably just because here we are again, trying to do something good, trying to do a good thing. And of course, the devil wants to try to jump in. So let me know, Tawana. I do have you up here in Messenger so I can see you. And I know your responses in Messenger are probably going to be a lot quicker than the responses that we see on the live feed. So let me know if it is still freezing, and what I may have to do is go to my 4G if my Wi-Fi continues to act up, which is a bit frustrating. We didn't have that problem last week, so honestly I am absolutely not sure why we're having that problem today. Hey Deshaun, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you so much for joining on tonight. We're having a bit of technical issues. Please let me know in the live feed or message me personally if you guys continue to see it freezing. And then of course definitely let me know where you are joining from, what your area is, what your city, state, or however you'd like to divulge that information, where you're pinging in from. And just for my own personal knowledge, let me know which platform you are watching me on. I had some information go out in Twitter, I had some information go out here in Facebook, and I have multiple places that this could ping from. So please let me know where you're living it. What do we call that? Watching, just plain watching, where you're watching live from. There you go, where you're watching live from. Before we get started, before we move over into the auction part, I know we're going to talk a little bit about this live thing, because a lot of people don't know. There's this awesome thing called syndication, and believe it or not, even though I am sitting here on my personal profile with the option of let's see here. She said it's freezing real bad. I'm so sorry, guys. With the option of being able to go Facebook Live on your one platform, which most people are just now getting around to being able to view. The platform they're only available to view from is their profile. Okay, people are just now learning that they can also go live from a group. They can also go live from a business page, a public profile business page and group. But here it is. If you're on your profile and you go live on your profile, if that individual is not chimed in or they're not subscribed, then I hope you guys will subscribe. If they're not subscribed, then they will only see on that one platform. But the amazing thing is, and the awesome thing is, with Facebook, there's an app that you can now place where you actually can syndicate across the board. So if you were to go to the business page for Family First Designs, you would still see this live. If you were to go to the profile, which is where most people are chiming in now, you would see this live. If you were to go to the private Facebook group that I have, Learn, Lead, and Level Up, you would see this live. And if you would go to the business public page that I have for toeducateyou.com, you would see this live. That is truly amazing. That is truly amazing. Let's see. Your live feed isn't freezing. Okay, great. So, Tawana, I think they're saying it is the internet connection that you have feeding into your home that is not freezing right now. Thanks, because I was sitting here wondering that. You don't want to keep interrupting, your conversation to ask, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me now? 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 You don't want to keep interrupting and doing that. So thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate that. So what I wanted to let you guys know is how awesome this app is. You can go live, you can interact and engage with people in the right now live on, your particular profile if you've updated your phone. A lot of people are still saying, man, I can't go live yet. And the reason you probably can't go live yet, even though it's rolled out to everyone, the reason you probably can't go live yet is because you just haven't gone in and updated the app in your phone. Because once you go in and update the app, they say most people across the board are available to go live now. But what I'm talking about is not just going live on your one platform. Okay? Through my company, Family First Designs, we have you understand what it is to have branding in the way of your print media, your graphic design, and your web design, at graphic design, web design, print media, and your social media. And what we do is help you to see how you are available to project, your one vision or your two visions, whatever they are, out. We get you, in really good shape as far as your logo design, your print media design, your web design. And in that, we have just recently learned how you can go and broadcast across multiple platforms at one time. So you're in my profile now, and I know you've been here for a minute, Deshawn, and I hope not to repeat. You're probably like, get to the good stuff, get to the scarves, and I will. I promise I will. Won't have you here long at all. But definitely I would love for you to stay here to the end for the giveaway. But now that you are available to go live, you've updated your app, you can go live. Now there's a program that you can use, and I'll let you all know that at the end. Now there's a program that you can use, and it will broadcast from wherever you first go live from, okay, on your profile if that's where you choose to go live from. But it will also broadcast in other areas that you've selected. If you want to go live on Twitter, LinkedIn, your YouTube, if you want to go live in your group, if you want to go live on your business page, it will broadcast and syndicate across all the platforms. Yes, it will syndicate across all the platforms at one time. So you may have people who don't have Facebook. Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing? Thank you for dropping in. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, you know about the auction. We'll get into that in a second. But yeah, if you're on Twitter and you're not on Facebook, okay, and you have a huge following on Twitter, but you are more comfortable working in Facebook, even though you have the following on Twitter, what you can do is go live in one place and it will syndicate across all of your platforms. So you could have individuals who are not on Facebook watching you over on Twitter or Periscope or YouTube or LinkedIn. They would know that you are going live because you have syndicated and sent out a signal, and they will see your video going live. So right now I'm currently going live on my Tea Healthy page, on my econ page, on my Family First Designs page, in my personal group, Learn, Lead, and Level Up, as well as here on my platform. And there's a notification that has gone out to my Twitter people, my Periscope people, and over on my LinkedIn option. So even though I'm on one platform and I'm recording one video and I'm engaging with one set of people, other people have been notified that I am going live and they can chime in. Is that not amazing? That's awesome. So I wanted to talk to you tonight. That's my little rant and my excitement. Can you guys tell how excited I am? I really am. That's my rant about how to syndicate. There are things that I can send out to you. There's a checklist that I have that teaches you and gives you a step-by-step guide to how to go live on Facebook, number one. And then it also gives you bullet by bullet, step by step, you know, on how to set up your Facebook Live feed. What do you need? What is it that you need to do to make it, you know, really strong, powerful, and engaging? So I'll be giving that away at the end as well. Let's see, what else do I have before I get into the auction? Let me tell you guys really quickly about last Sunday night's auction. We had an amazing time. We really did. What we did was we decided to set the scarves up by a color code. What I would do, and I can ask this now, what color scarf do you want to start with? Okay, and basically what that allowed me to do was bring out a set of scarves that was in that color and give you a little bit of information about it, and then allow the bidding to start. So as soon as I see someone post a color up, then I will see what we have in that color range. I will set them out here probably 3 at a time if I can find a variation in the color range, and then I will actually explain to you. So as I wait for the color to come up, what I'm going to talk to you about is the difference between a thick and a thin scarf, and then of course the difference between a classic green, great, no problem, Elizabeth, a classic scarf that you would actually wrap around, tie up, and that would hang, and then an infinity scarf is one that would, you just slip over your head and it hangs either low or high, and it keeps your neck warm, obviously, but you could also wear it as an accessory. So if you were to get a scarf that hung far low, you would actually be able to double loop it and wrap it over your head again. So what I'm going to do, because green has been the first one to come up, I'm going to lay 3 shades of green here, okay? 2 of them are classic, and 1 is an infinity. And I want to introduce you guys to Betty Sue. Can everybody see Betty Sue? Is it Betty Sue or Betsy Sue, Tawana? I think somebody made a joke about that. It's supposed to be Betty Sue. I don't know what Tawana named her, but Betsy Sue or Betty Sue came to be when my business partner Martina Yelverton, she's on here. She has a line. It's called Treasure After Dark, and it is extremely affordable lingerie. And she did she took Betsy Sue and they did a photo shoot. Yes, so if you want to jot down in your notes, treasureafterdark.com, and when you get a chance, go over and visit the site. It's affordable lingerie, and if I'm saying that incorrectly, let me know. Tawana, when you get a chance, just go ahead and ping yourself and put your website up there so that they can see it for me, please. And that way, when you get a chance, you'll see Betty Sue's debut on the web. Okay, so the scarf that I'm going to show you in the first color that has been requested is green. Right now, Betty Sue has on a black variegated. And we'll get back to that one. That's one of the heavier scarves. The difference between a thin and a thick scarf would be whether or not I'm using one yarn or two. And this is something that is totally and completely unique to that crochet. Because, and I'll show you with these two colors right here. This is a thin scarf, and you would wear it more so as an accessory, okay? It is, you know, for fall warmth, meaning just a little chill is in the air. As you see, it's rather thin, and it's infinity. It's not a classic, so it's infinity. It continues to go around. You can, you know, have that fold go wherever you'd like that fold to go. It's done in double crochet, and this color is called Frost, okay? That is what would be considered a thin accessory scarf, and that color is Frost, and it is considered an infinity scarf. Okay, do you notice the thickness? And let me guys know, you can like do some thumbs up, you know, put some comments down there. You know, this is a two-way thing. Even though I can't see you talking, I can see you responding. This is considered a thicker scarf, and if you'll notice, it has two colors in it. It has a solid black in it. It also has a white in it, and it's double yarn, so it's a lot warmer. It's still an infinity scarf. And as you see, it goes all the way around. You can flip that fold and have that fold fall wherever you want it to fold, okay? And what it basically, the difference is the heat. Okay, they're both, as you see, about the same in their length, okay? They're about, except they're thick. One is thick and one is thin. And I call that the difference between, you know, a fall scarf and a winter scarf, because you wouldn't want to wear a really thick scarf in the fall. Whether your neck is going to sweat, you're going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to, you know, it's not going to be for the purpose that you intended it, okay? Betty Sue, that's what it is, okay? Also, I have to remember that when I'm talking, it's a delay before you actually hear what it is that I'm saying. That's really interesting about a Facebook Live. So, that's the difference between a thin and a thick. And I'll pause for a moment because you may have some questions there. I'm just thinking because I'm talking, you guys can see it immediately. So, I have my greens pulled out here, and I believe yes, all three of those that I have right there, there we go. All three of these that I have right here are the thicker winter scarves. I have two classics and I have one infinity. So let me hold these up and get started with the color palette here. We're going to go A, B, and C. So the first scarf that I'm going to show you is a classic scarf, Treasure After Dark. You go, Tawana. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, the first scarf that I'm going to show you is a classic scarf. And by classic, it's not the infinity that you just saw. The infinity is the one that goes around, has no end, obviously infinitely. And then this is a classic scarf. So I have it held so you can try to see the length of it as well as the color. The color that you see here is a glitter green as well as a white. And it's not a solid white. It's a white yarn that has green running throughout it. So that's what gives it its appearance of having more of a green look. It is a thick scarf. It is a double yarn, and it is done in a double crochet. It has ridges to it, so it almost looks like it's has depth to it. Okay, so there's the first one. This is considered a classic scarf. It is done in a double crochet with a double yarn. It is a winter scarf. It is thick. It's starting at $7. If there's an interest in that, then you go ahead and put A7. A7 lets me know that you're interested in the A scarf, that you'd like to purchase it for $7. I'm going to move to the next scarf, which will be the B scarf. The B scarf is also a classic scarf. As you see, it's done. This one is a little bit shorter, so it is more for a child or a teen, versus the A scarf was a little bit longer, and it's more for a teen or an adult. Okay? This one is also done in a double crochet. It has the similar ridges. As you see, it has the blue, the purple, the pink, and the green woven into the green glitter. It is also a winter scarf, and it is done as a thicker double crochet scarf as well. We're going to refer to this one as B, starting the bid out at $7. So this one would be B7. All right, and then finally in the green category that was requested, we have an infinity scarf that, as you see, is long. So what you would do, and I'm going to show you on Betty Sue, that's how you could wear Betty Sue's scarf as an accessory. It is double looped. You could wear it as an accessory, or you could double loop it. And as you see, you still have plenty of neck room there. Let me know if you guys can't see Betty Sue. But there we are there as a double loop. All right. So this scarf is also a winter scarf. It is done in the double crochet, the ridges, and it is also double yarn here, thick as a winter scarf. However, this one is an infinity scarf, and it is C, meaning it keeps going. There's no end to it. You can wear it as an accessory long down the opening of your jacket, or you can wear it double looped around the neck, and you can wear it as a shorter scarf that's double looped. And that one is C. It's going to be C7. So I'm going to leave those three on the board right now to be bidded on, because the first color that was requested was green. And as you see, these are all bright greens. And here's how this works, guys. You may see a scarf and you may think, good gracious, that's really, really bright. I was thinking more of a forest green or a darker green. That's perfectly fine. If you like to start the bidding on a $7 option D of an emerald green or a forest green, a darker green, solid green scarf, we can do that as well. You would just start the bidding and say, I would like D7, and I would like it classic or infinity. And then if someone else is also interested in a classic or infinity emerald or forest green scarf, they would say D7 as well. Then the next person would say D8 or 9. And the thing about that is, because these scarves takes very little time for me to make, I'd be able to crochet that one in the next couple of days and shoot it out in the mail just as well. So that's how the auction actually works. I request a color from the viewers. They give me the mindset of the colors that they want, and then we go from there, bidding or ordering. So if you have questions, definitely comment in the questions area down there. Then I can kind of see how, I can answer the questions. Like I say, I know it's a space of time that happens before I'm able to respond. Let's see. Because what's amazing is now I think the feed is correct, but my end is freezing. Isn't that amazing? I tell you, technology. So what this is teaching me is Saturday night may not be a good night. What do you say? Yeah, because I'm looking over here at the feed now, guys, and I see the lag. Yeah, that's a pretty huge lag there, guys. And I hate that because Sunday night it wasn't such a great lag. Yeah, last Sunday night it wasn't such a great lag, and I'm sorry for that because that does kind of impede the flow of things, which is okay. Because this is a video, which means the video is also going to show up in the news feed, and then people can actually ping you there. I had a couple messengers came through after last Sunday's meeting, and they were like, I watched the feed, I liked it, I wanted to know if you had XYZ scarf and could I order that. So that was a great thing to know, that the video actually shows up in the feed, and then you're available to watch it later. So we're gonna see. Yep, because I see it. I'm watching it over in Facebook, and that is a severe lag. So now we know doing Facebook Lives on Saturday night where you're looking to get into a bidding auction may not be the best thing. That is apparent. So guys, what I want to do at this point, let me redress Betty Sue. Some kind of way. There we go. Redress Betty Sue. Squeaky chair. And see how we go from there. So, does anyone else have an additional color? I didn't see any bids come in on the green. So, if there are any other colors you guys would like to display, I can display those. Oh, okay, browns. Let's see what we got going on with browns. Okay guys, what we have here are 3 shades of brown. The cover that I have on here, Elizabeth, this cover comes in whatever color yarn they have. It's all about the stitching. I can show you closer to the end some of the ones that I already have pre-designed, and we can measure them out. They're the ones that I designed, I crocheted just because I really loved the crocheting style that I did, and I started getting a lot of compliments, so I started doing a lot of samples so that people could see the various colors, and I'll show those momentarily. And then I also did a couple that were full size in case people wanted to buy those right off the shelf. What I'll do is ask in private for your measurements, and then I'll see if any of the full color ones that I have are available in your measurements, or I can crochet you one custom. And these covers run anywhere from $19 for a teen up to $39 for an adult. And then our curvy women, if they need a little bit more material, they can go up to $39 or $49. I kind of, need to see how much bust you have, and then what your width is, with your hips and everything to know. So what I'm going to show Tawana right now are the 3 shades of browns or hues of browns. All 3, no, 2 of these are classic, and then 1 of these is an infinity as well. So with this brown, let's go with the lighter brown first. The lighter brown, and of course these can be done in solids. Here's one that is a lighter brown. It is in a kid size currently that I have here. It is a double crochet in the ribbed effect. The light colors that are in here are the light blue, light brown, what would you call that, cream, yeah, and then the darker brown. This one is done in a classic scarf, and this one is a winter scarf. It is a thin scarf, and it measures about 45 inches. Most of them range between 45 and 60 inches length, and then the infinity scarves range about 24 to 36 inches, whether they're looped or not. So we're going to call that light brown one A. A7 would be the bid for that one. Let's move on to B. This one here is a darker brown. It is also done in an infinity. It is all brown. So you have a dark brown. Can you see that one? There you go. You have a dark chocolate brown there, a light brown there, a tan there with a little bit of white mixed in as well. It is a classic scarf. It is done in the double crochet. It is thick and warm. It is a winter scarf. This one is B, and this one is going to be B7 if you're choosing to bid on that one. And then finally, we have a mix of a brown that has a bit of gray in it. So I would call it like a sandy brown. This one is done in a one loop infinity. It cannot be double looped. It is done in a one loop infinity. It's a double crochet, 2 yarns. It's a winter infinity, and this one would be C7. And then of course, like I say, if you know you want a scarf that's done in a solid color, that would be the D option, and it would be D7, and then you would select whether or not you wanted it in a dark brown, a medium brown, or a light brown. And then of course you would say about the length you want it in, whether you wanted it in a classic or an infinity. So that would be D7. So again, you have A7 in the light brown with the variant colors there. You have B7 in the medium brown with the variant colors there. And then what I'm saying about the custom orders, if you were to say I want a solid brown in this color here, you would say D, solid brown, classic or infinity, 7. And then if someone else needed to have that one made like in the next 24 to 48 hours, that is what would cause the auction to commence, so that I could get one scarf made for that individual, shipped out, and it's done. And then C, the sandy brown in an infinity, S7. And as I just stated, D, if you wanted a solid scarf, you could get a solid scarf crocheted as D7 and have that one out to you within about 48 hours. Are there any other questions? I don't see any bids coming in for those. I'll wait a moment because I know there is a delay. But if there are any other questions, I'll entertain those questions as well. And then, of course, if you guys want to see another color, just throw that color out as well. Y'all hear me jamming? Dun, 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 dun. Bustin' loose, bustin' loose. Give me the bridge, y'all. I know. Get me? I know. So what I want to do now, guys, is I actually want to talk about, while we're waiting for other colors to come in, I want to talk about some of the clients that I've supported and that have supported me over time. I want to talk about, as you just heard me say, what did I do with her card that quick? Oh, there we go. Treasure Designs and Treasure After Dark. If you get an opportunity to go to ordertreasuredesigns.com, you'll find natural products there. Pamper yourself. You deserve it. That is a client of mine. We did her branding. That is her logo we created. And if you'll go to her website, you can see there are things for both men and women. There are cleansing products, you know, to clean up your beard and your mustache, keeping it nice and supple and soft. And these things I'm talking off the top of my head from things that I've experienced. I'm not going to endorse anything that I have not experienced. This is a shea butter lip balm that I got from Treasure Designs. Awesome and amazing. Another client of mine, let's see which one I want to go to next. Another client of mine, let me tell you something about, and you know you're not supposed to be eating them the way I ate them, but I have a, hey Tamika, I was just getting ready to talk about your awesome and amazing business. I'm doing plugs tonight when I do the auction as well. And lollipop corn cake. Yes, just like it sounds. Lollipop, popcorn, and corn cake, I guess, or cake. It's cupcakes, child. Let me tell you. Full-size cakes, cupcakes, lollipops. When I say flavored popcorns, all types, and it's all done in the branding for the event. Tamika Bass McCall is an amazing, what would they call that? It's not culinary. I mean, when I say the sweets are amazing. I was supposed to only eat about 2 cupcakes. You don't want to know how many I ate. It was an amazing, awesome thing that she did for my mother, who is a Minions fanatic. And she was able to do these Minions on these cupcakes. My mom absolutely loved them. So if you get an opportunity, definitely go out to lollipopcorncake.com. Hit up Tamika McCall and let her know that you're interested in having something that's very unique, very custom for your upcoming events. Okay? Another thing that I want to make sure that I shout out before we move on, because I'm still awaiting to see a couple of other colors come in. I want to talk about another client of mine. She is up north. B7. Wow. This thing is that delayed? Wow. Okay. Let me talk about this client that's up north. Her name is Miss Tina Scott. Miss Tina Scott does anointed robes for pastors and evangelists, both male and female pastors. If you go to brideofchristrobes.com, you will be able to see her anointed garments. And when I say you will not see these everywhere, and a beautiful array of garments. So I see a bid coming in, and that's really wow how delayed it is tonight. It wasn't this delayed on last week. So I'm assuming B7 is the one you'd like to see again. It is the one that has the dark chocolate, the light chocolate, the tan, and the white. It's also the one that is done on a double crochet. This is classic, meaning it has 2 ends on it. It is separated. It is a length, the one that you're looking at here is about the, and I had found my yardstick and forgot to bring it up here, guys. This is the one that is on about the 48 mark. 48 to 60 mark is the one that this one is on. And it is made to either wrap twice and tuck in, or to wrap once and tie. So B7 is the one she wanted to see. If that's one that you're interested in bidding on, I just need you to type B7 again. When I saw the first B7 go up, I thought it may be one that you just wanted to see again. So if anybody else is interested in that chocolate scarf, they would type B7 as well. And I will slide these over to the side. Yes, the fall color. So again, guys, I apologize for how delayed the feed is on this evening. If I'm not seeing some of your comments, you may have to duplicate them and type them in again. I really hate that the feed is this far behind, because I am able to see where people are messaging me and they are sharing and liking the video feed. That is really, really unfortunate that, yep, that's really unfortunate that it's not showing me those comments. So I'm sorry about the connection on this evening. But again, that's one of the reasons why I said I wanted to do this auction on a Saturday night, because I wanted to see what the difference in the participation would be. Last Sunday we had a great participation. We had a great amount of people that showed up, and the feed wasn't choppy. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with the activity, with the lay of the land, and with the you know, the speed of the internet and the way that's going. So let's see. So B7 fall schedule, fall color, I apologize. I'm sorry. that scarf back out. And do you see, now you see how long it takes for me to see it or for you to see my response to it. So that tells you how how long the comments are before I see your comment. Okay, so I have it back out, the fall color. Here we go, B7 scarf. And if that's the one that you're interested in, we'll let that one go for B7. If no other bids come in on it, we'll move on to another color. So can I have someone else throw out another color, and then I will know, to lay out some scarves for that color. That is really unfortunate. So what time are we looking at? We're looking at 9:56, and even though I know we did get started a little bit late this evening, I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably sharing out the video, posting the video, and then maybe even getting a consensus of a better time frame that may work. I was hoping that tonight would be a good time frame. I just didn't realize that the lag would be this bad, and like I said, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's, that's technology for you. Not a whole lot that we can do about that. So probably what I'm going to do before we get ready to close out, once I hear from you, Tawana, if that's one that you're interested in, or if it was one that you just wanted to revisit and see again, then I'll know how to go about that one, and then I can get some more colors in. What I'm going to do in the meantime, though, is post really quickly and see what happens, because I don't want to keep too much more than an hour on tonight. I do know that. I didn't want to be, 2 hours like we were last week, even though we had a really good time. I didn't want to be, 2 hours tonight. I wanted to get in, get out, and let you guys get back to your Saturday night. But I wanted to pop in here and see if I could see what was going on with any of the lag, and see if there's anything I could do about that. So we'll see. I know the lag has been awful tonight, and I know the freezing is extremely unfavorable. I wonder if I should shoot out a post, guys. You let me know if I should shoot out a post as a reminder. But like I said, I still hate the lag. Hey! Psalmist Valley, how are you doing? It is so good to see you. It's been a while since we talked. We've had some really crazy technical difficulties going on here tonight. Nothing like what we experienced last Sunday, but it's still been a little bit frustrating with how long or how grand the lag is. But we'll do what we can, and that's fine. I did want to say thank you for joining. We are kind of waiting to see what color palettes people are interested in seeing, and if the connection will allow, then I'm available to show the color palette, maybe in 3 different styles, whether it's a thin fall scarf, whether it's a thicker winter scarf, or whether or not the color palette works for you in a classic, or it works for you in an infinity scarf. So that's kind of what we're doing. I didn't want, and I forgot that I had put 2 hours on there. I just pulled the event listing up, and it surely does say 9 to 11, but I kind of didn't want to hold for that amount of time with the amount of difficulty that it's been showing me. That truly is frustrating, but it is what it is, and we will do what we can. So I'm probably going to shoot out a quick post that kind of says that we're going to be shutting down early to see if people will come in, kind of reference the fact that the lag has been really bad, and see how that goes. But I'm so glad you could join me. and I'm still playing around with this thing, still trying to get used to the Facebook Live. But also, I do need to show the tops that everyone is asking about. I have people who are seeing the scarves, but I also have people who are asking about the tops. We're going to show the tops, and then we're probably going to go ahead and cut out of here and get out of here early. That's how you have it. So, Tawana, let me know what you're thinking about the B12 fall scarf that you looked at. Psalmist Valley, let me know whether or not you are interested in any specific color so that I can post that. And then I'll show the tops, give the checklist for the Facebook Live, and we'll get out of here. So let's see. Wow, that lag is horrible. So more than likely, with the limited amount of people that I'm seeing right this moment, I'll probably post the link for the checklist so that people can get the tidbits on how to go live. And then, of course, the platform. Yeah, I'll make sure I give the information on how to go across syndication across multiple platforms. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, this is so frustrating. Oh man, this is so frustrating. So let's see. Pink or purple? Let me tell you, you missed a lot of those last Sunday, Tawana, because we ended up having a bidding war over one fuchsia, which is pretty much pink and purple mix. One fuchsia scarf that started out at $5, and before I could even open the bid, it hit $5.50, $5.75, $6, $6.25. Somebody said $7, somebody said $7.50, somebody said $8, and the next person said $10. If you get a chance to go back and look at the feed, they were not playing with getting that scarf. And they went back and forth on it for a minute. But I do think I have about 3 or 4 purple and pink scarves that I can have you have a look at, and we can see if anybody that's able to hop on or able to see it. And again, guys, if you watch the video after the fact and you like to grab the $7 scarf, you just need to message or reply in that feed. You know, yeah, you just need to reply in that feed. So I just got a messenger, 9:56. And it's 10:03. That's a huge lag. Thank you, Tawana. I kind of needed to know that. So she said that I just referenced that it's 9:56 and it's actually 10:03. That's a 7-minute lag. That's ridiculous. And I promise you, last week we were on here, and when I was on many of the Facebook Lives that I have seen, the lag was truly only about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. So let me tell you now, we will not be doing another Saturday night auction. Definitely not. Obviously, the net is too convoluted and too congested to, you know, have a fair lag, because if I were to have the amount of people that were on last Sunday's call, last Sunday's live watch auction now, that would be a really disheartening situation to have me call sold on a scarf that 3 minutes later it shows that you actually bid it on. That would be pretty frustrating. So I am actually glad to see that I now know the lag time of 7 minutes tonight is pretty bad. Okay, so she wanted to see pink purple. Alrighty. So I actually have, Tawana, here 4 purple scarves. And actually one of these went into a bidding last week and ended up getting bid out. I think it went from $5 up to $7.50. Whereas I prefer to bid by the whole number, It's an organic situation, you know, and you just let it go however it goes. And organically, it took off as soon as I posted and showed the scarf at $5. $5.50 began the bid. So let me put the hat up here. If you purchase one of the scarves that has an accompanying hat, the hat does come with it. And I am going to show 1, 2, 3 classic purple scarves. I am shocked that I ended up still having 2 pink scarves left the way those jokers ran out of here last week. So again, as I said, if I show the scarf and it's in a multiple color and you're interested in getting it in a solid, all you have to do is bid, pay, and let me know. And I haven't said that. The way that you pay for the scarves is through PayPal. You're going to paypal.me, that would be me, PayPal me / make money with Martina. And then you're going to include the price of the scarf that you caught the bid at plus $5 shipping and handling. So say right now the B12 scarf that you're interested in, this one here, Tawana, the B12 scarf that you're interested in is the $7 scarf. No one else has bid on it. So it's going to be sold at $7, and then you're going to add $5 for shipping and handling to it. But for yours, you don't, because you live right up the street, child, and I can just bring it to you. So for yours, it's going to be your $7 for that one so far. And let's look at seeing whether or not you add any of the scarves to it. We ended up having to wait until the end of the bid because people bought multiple scarves, and then what I would do is I would shoot them out a link based on which scarves they bought, and then once they purchased the scarf, I would go ahead and get it rewrapped back up and shot out to them. So I'm going to move your $7 scarf over to the side because I see that you messaged me privately because something's going on with the lag here, I'm sorry, and kind of reiterated that you did want that scarf. And understand, yes, I got it. I have it set over here to the side for you, and I've written down your name, and I've written down a 7 beside it, so I know that you do want the fall classic $7 scarf. I got it. Okay, so what you asked to see also were the purple scarves. So what I'm going to do is unwrap this one and the other 3 that I have here, so that everyone can see this color that's been chosen next. We're going to start out, of course, with the ABC system. So we're going to go with the dark. I'm waiting. It's just showed me. Reconnecting. Wow, okay, that was the lag on that one. So it didn't freeze up. I was sitting still, watching and waiting. We're going to try again. This is so disheartening. We're definitely going to have to shut this down and cut out on it early. Yeah, because that's kind of frustrating. So here is the dark purple scarf. It's a rich currant dark type purple. It also has a mixed in dark purple, light purple, emerald green, and like a very, very light, almost like olive, but it's very light purple. This is going to be A7. Oh, I'm sorry. It is a winter scarf. It is a thick scarf. It is a classic scarf. This one is about a 60-inch scarf. As you see, it's kind of lengthy, but it is a classic scarf. It's done in a double yarn. It is ridged, and it is wide. So this is a winter scarf, purple in color, double crochet, double yarn, a little bit of weight to it. That is A7. This is B7. It is also a purple. This one has a purple, a lavender, and a white hue to it. It is a double yarn. It is a double crochet. It is a winter scarf as well. There we go. And that is B7. Okay? And then finally, here is a purple with a gray glitter mixed in. It is also a thick winter scarf. Double crochet, classic scarf. This one is a C7. And the only reason we're going to end up with a D and an E tonight is because I happen to have 3 purple scarves. And normally I try to, as you see, have them 3 in color so that I can do an ABC system. And then a final D if you need it in a solid color. But for the purposes of this one, we have a double crochet purple and white. It is a double crochet. It is solid purple, solid white. It is done in an infinity, which means it keeps going. It is a little bit on the thick side. This is how I'm starting to make them now, much thicker. It has the fold. This one has the fold in it. It does not come loose. This one is already infinity, and this may be how I begin to make some of the infinities. I'm checking to see the likes and dislikes of it, but this one is long enough, as you see, to be twisted. And when you twist it, you are then available to wear it, as you see, with lots of neck space in there, doubled up. So that is D. That is an infinity scarf, double crochet, D7, same with that one. So if anybody else has any other colors they'd like to add that I could get together before I show the pinks, let me know. And let me fold this one back up. That one was D7. And then I'll show the pinks, and we may see about getting out of here. I really hate the lag. That is so disheartening, but guess what? We don't stop, don't quit. Don't stop, don't quit. You know my theme. We don't stop, we don't quit. I'm just glad to have the opportunity to get these out here for people to be able to see them, to be able to process them and get them visible, you know. So like I said, I have had some orders that come in offline, and when they come in offline, I'm available to have a little bit more interaction and kind of discern, you know, what it is that you're interested in, because some people may come in and they may, you know, not really know what they want, and they get to see more of the scarves at that time versus us being on a time limit tonight and then, you know, being almost about ready to get out of here. So that was purple. So I'll show the pink one while we continue to put up a few more colors. Now the only 2 pink ones that I have tonight, because like I said, they went bidding crazy on Sunday, is I have a pink and black. They're both winter scarves. They're both double crochet. One is a classic scarf for a child. It's in a pink and black. And for a child, I just mean it's a little bit shorter and it's a little bit thinner. It's not quite as wide. That one is the pink and black. And then I have an infinity that for a child, it would be doubled up like that. Okay, but for an adult, it will want to remain open as an accessory. This one's a dark pink, a light pink, a white, and the pink does have glitter. So that is the infinity pink. What are you doing, Gizmo? So that will be A and B. That's, I promise, burgundy, last color. I don't have any burgundy. I don't have any burgundy, and I know it sounds odd because you know that's my color, but I will show you the autumn color that I have, and it is actually a mix of burgundy, emerald, burnt orange, and a little bit of a fall tan color. I can show you that one, Tawana. This one, they went crazy over. Okay, so here are these two. And the thing about these two, and I think this is going to be the last set that I show tonight, because I need to get the information together for the checklist that I have to send out to everyone that participated tonight about the Facebook Live. I want to make sure I get that out to everyone tonight. So, even though it looks orange, it does have this hue in it, okay? So, this is the autumn color. It does have the burgundy hint to it, the tan brown in there, the olive or darker green, as well as the mustard. That's the color I was trying to think of, the mustard yellow. This one is a thin scarf. It is a double crochet. It's a fall scarf, which means it's not going to hold too much warmth. Just enough to wear in the fall, not enough to wear in the winter, I believe. And it can be worn year-round. It's thin enough to be worn year-round as an accessory. Okay, this one is done, is an infinity, and this is the one that Betty Sue wore more than anything else, because she also wore the burgundy vest. I call it burgundy even though it's autumn. She also wore the vest that accompanied it, and I think one of the times when you visited Tawana, that's the one you saw. And then when you take that and you mix it with an orange, burnt orange, it lightens it up a bit so that burgundy doesn't even appear burgundy anymore. It appears more in a red. And that one here is an infinity. This is the one that sold out. All of them sold out last week. I had crocheted about 4 of them, and all of them sold out last week except this one. So that's what we have, guys, for tonight's auction. Oh, Facebook connection is killing me. I really hate that. I mean, we've had a horrible connection tonight. A little bit on the frustrated side. Hey there, Keely. How are you? You just about missed us, girlie. We was just getting ready to head out. It's been a really frustrating time tonight. But you know, we don't stop. We don't quit. It's just been a little bit frustrating because the connection has been extremely poor tonight. And I'm not sure what in the world is going on with that, but the connection has been really poor tonight, and it keeps freezing for some reason. So that was a little bit frustrating, but I'm glad you were able to join in tonight, Ladybug. How's it going? How you doing on this evening? Where are you coming in from? Watching from? Wow, that connection is terrible. I mean, even my laptop is like crazy freezing. Yep, that's really bad, guys. Really unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. So more than likely, what I'm going to end up doing tonight is, yeah, because now I'm going over here. Yeah, see, this isn't even showing me a lot of the actual feed here. Oh, that's really bad, but that's okay. I mean, I can't do anything about technology when it acts up to this capacity, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's really delayed. That's sad. Okay. So basically, we'll pick another day and see if we're going to do one final auction. Absolutely. Up to how the internet acts, guys. You know, that's what I'll have to kind of base it on. So basically, we're gonna wrap up. I don't see the original individual that wanted to know about the covers still in, so more than likely I will message Elizabeth separately and get with her separately about the question that she had about the cover that I have on. Hopefully I was able to even answer most of her question when she was in the live. But if not, then I'll be able to answer her separately. I will post the link to you guys in a messenger for your participating on this evening. I will shoot you over the free checklist for the Facebook Live hacks, as well as you know, going live, and give you the information about simulcasting. You know, letting you guys know how to get in here and to syndicate. Definitely for you guys watching, I'll run back through the feed and double check on everyone that watched, liked, or shared, and get that information out to you guys as we wrap up. I really hate that the connection has been so terrible tonight, and that's kind of disheartening, but it is what it is. Hey, Tony Montana! What's going on, my brother? It's been a while. It's been a while. Glad to see you, though. Hopefully you get an opportunity to go back through and watch the actual live feed. We've had some pretty terrible and pretty frustrating technical difficulties on this evening. Initially, we could not even get the live to go so that everyone could see it, and I'm wondering if that's a Saturday night issue or whether or not, you know, that's the only thing I can come up with, is that it's a Saturday night issue. Hey, Tremaine, thank you for popping in and participating on tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. What's going on, good people? She participated on this past Sunday night's auction and got a boatload of scarves for herself and for her daughter. She received them in the mail. They went out on Monday. I'm not sure what day you received them. I probably have to ping back through our messages and see what day that you received them. But her testimony was that she really liked them and her girls loved them, and she thinks that they were going to be very warm. And eventually, when she gets around to it, child, with business and them kids, I'll just be happy to see it when you get to it. Eventually she'll take pictures and send them, and that they feel really soft. So that was really good to hear from a client who actually purchased from the auction on this past Sunday. And she's also a hairstylist. She's a rep in MLM, giving up the goods on that awesome detox tea. I'll let her actually post, you know, her company information as well. Tawana, if you get a chance, please definitely, before we leave out of here, go ahead and post your company information as well. I want to make sure that as you guys support me, I continue to support you. So both you and Tremaine, when you get an opportunity, please post your company information as well as your personal business. I know Tremika is a hairstylist. I know Tawana is she makes personal. I don't even know how. I want to say natural, homemade. I'll let you explain it. I don't want to mess up nobody else's brand. You know how I am as a branding specialist. I'm not going to mess up your brand. But as soon as you get an opportunity, please, both you and Tremaine, for your participation on this evening, please post your business, your personal business, and your company information so that anyone that views this can see that. I greatly appreciate that. B7 Pink Infinity. Got it. Not a problem. That would be this one here. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to have to make some more pinks, because when I say the pinks and those burnt oranges all got gone last week, all of them except for this one and that one. So that was a good thing. A lot of pinks and purples and oranges went out of here last week. And with the individuals that bought them, I really expected more solids, but they love the variation and they love the vibrancy. So I have both of yours sitting here, Tawana, and I will ping you afterwards your link so that you can you know, go in and pay right away, and we can get those shipped out to you. So I have both of yours here, both of your $7 here, and you don't have to pay the shipping, being as though I see you practically every time I blink my eyes. I'll make sure that I get those to you, so I can send you the link out afterwards. So like I say, for the people who participated on tonight, not only do I want them to go ahead, if you purchase tonight, to go ahead and post your business and your personal information. If you were able to purchase tonight or you purchased on this past Sunday, please post your information so that when people go back and watch the video, that they get an opportunity to see a little bit of of information about you. And when I tell you it's definitely going to be worth it, let me let you know why. Because even though we did not get a lot of immediate interaction here tonight, let me tell you how many views last Sunday's auction received. And I only went in and watched it twice. So you can only count this twice. Let's see. I've been busy on my timeline, y'all. I'm trying to go down and get to the views. So yes, on Sunday, 14 scarves sold. And I'm looking at the images, and the hues of the scarves that sold were the pinks, the purples, and the burnt oranges. Yeah, that was the bulk of what sold. But what I want to show you and give you, and the reason I'm asking you to post your information, is on that video, it received 548 views. We know 2 of them was mine. So 546 views was on that information. So I definitely want you guys to post your business information on here so that as people continue to view this throughout the week, they may get an opportunity to lay eyes on your personal and your company business. So guys, it is 10:26. I believe we may go ahead and close out. The technical difficulties have gotten the best of us. And a sister got to get to work. So, let's see if we have any other comments come in. And if not, we're going to close out. I'm so glad we had this time together. So let's see if anything else happens. And if nothing else scrolls through, we're going to count her done. Okay, I was just checking through the final comments. I wouldn't want to end the feed and we still have people coming in and commenting. So I just want to again thank you guys for joining me, and I do apologize for any part that my Wi-Fi may have had in the technical difficulties on this evening. That is so disheartening. But I mean, everything happens for a reason. And it just shows me Saturday night is not a good night. Lots of people must be utilizing the net. I'm not sure if that would be because they're in my area or what, but it is what it is. I just want to say thank you so much, Tawana. Thank you so much for joining. Tremaine, Tony, Keely, Valley, Tamika, Elizabeth, Sandra, and Deshawn. Thank you guys for joining me on tonight. I greatly appreciate it, and hopefully you'll get an opportunity to go to thatcrochetchick.com or to locate the Facebook business page for That Crochet Chick. Have a look at the array of images that are located there, and if you get a chance, purchase something. So, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I am a branding specialist with Family First Designs. I am a graphic and web design creator as well. FamilyFirstDesigns.com is my business address on the web. I'm also an income strategist with My Econ, helping people to kind of discern what it is that they need to do with their current income. A lot of people don't realize that when they start on their job and they're given that W-4 to complete, that they are not supposed to complete that W-4 based on the amount of kids that they have. They are actually supposed to complete that W-4 based on information that should be read through question by question and answered for, I hate to say this, adjustments. You know, your allowances. You know, it's not necessarily about your exemptions, and that is the confusion. So we want to help you understand how to strategize your income and make sure that your income is working for you. We can show you how to get an extra $200 to $500 on your current job. Can you see that? Get an extra $200 to $500 on your current job without asking your boss. You don't have to say nothing to your boss. You don't have to say nothing to HR. I can show you how to get an extra $200 to $500. Just ask me how. So you can find out more information about that over on toeducateyou.com. If you have not had the opportunity on this evening to subscribe to this channel so that anytime that I go live, I'll go live, you'll see it, and then you have the opportunity to join in and engage with me. If you do not know the multiple platforms that I am on, please check out Google+, YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, LinkedIn, Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook. I'm everywhere, y'all. So again, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton, to your success, and I hope to see you again on the next live. God bless you and have an awesome, amazing, and abundantly blessed weekend.